See, I was born on the
Hey,
13th, so
you were born on the 13th.
Oh
I
yeah,
was.
I was born on the 4th of
Messed it
July,
up.
It's
like
fine.
like that Tom Cruise movie.
It's fine. We'll start eventually, guys. It's great.
It's always good. Go ahead, Sylvia. Take it away.
Hey, welcome to the WKN podcast where we talk about all this random crap like being born on the 13th. And occasionally we talk about four-wheel drive stuff, bullshit going on in our lives, and all the fun things. These are our hosts.
Thomas.
Stacy.
Dustin.
And I'm Sylvia, and this is our super awesome guest.
Mike.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
Hey,
And
Mike.
we are on super cool episode 13 of season 2. So that's exciting. So hopefully this is going to be a lucky 13, guys. So let's do
This will
this.
be the one that's gonna push us over the top.
Oh, this is gonna get us to 500
Hey,
subscribers.
or
I
it
can
could
see
be
And we
it.
can
like a Friday the
Or it could be the
13th,
one that gets
and
us
then it gets
completely
us
canceled.
canceled.
You know, one that gets us
You're
You
right.
never
This is
know.
probably
I
gonna
mean,
be the one that gets us
the
canceled
guest.
because of Mike.
Mike's gonna get us canceled.
I was gonna say, think about our guest choice this week.
I know. Mike's gonna get us
Um,
canceled.
This
I
will
am
be
a
the
child
last,
of God.
aren't we all?
We won't
We
say
aspire
no.
to be anyway.
Thankfully he's forgiving, very, very forgiving.
Extremely forgiving.
Oh my
We
gosh. Did you
certainly
guys have a
don't deserve
good,
it.
yeah. Anybody have a fun week? What'd you
Yeah.
guys
I,
do this week?
I
What'd you do,
quit my
Mike?
job.
No, you did not.
Last day is Friday.
What?
Oh,
What?
Oh, okay. Well, I was
all
going to ask
right.
you later
Well,
what
I
your job
almost quit
was.
my job today, so do tell. Maybe we can be
So,
jobless together.
okay.
Well,
Are you, you have really nice feet. Are you going to be on Feet Finder? What
do
a,
you want to see him?
no, I'm
Well,
been
I
so
do.
tired of, I've been looking at my feet. I'm so tired of feet right
Yeah,
now,
you gotta say that for the Patreon,
Oh,
which we
sure,
don't
which,
have
sure.
set up
which
yet.
we don't have.
No, so I got moved to third shift, first of the year. So that's why y'all haven't seen me much
Yeah.
Right.
compared to
Well, and that's
last
why I
year.
was asking about tonight. Yeah, because I thought you were third shift.
So I found a day shift job that matched my pay, matched everything I wanted. So starting Monday, day shift.
Awesome, man.
That's so awesome. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
so much better.
congratulations.
You're gonna be so less pale. Your head is really shiny with it
Yeah,
being
you might
pale.
need to
So
turn them
Wow.
lights
I
down.
bet whenever you come
Oh,
out
they
in
are
the
kind of
daylight,
glowing. You
yep, I
said you
bet
were
when you're
one
on a
with God.
daylight.
We can see it.
It's my glowing personality.
Oh, that's what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember that
Oh my
child of
God,
God?
guys, watch him go
To
out into the
glow.
sun, and all of a sudden he just spurts like hair. Like that's all it needed to grow was sunlight.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny. But then you're gonna have to shave it
You
because
got
it's
something
weird.
going there, Sylvia.
Because it's weird because you don't have like that's how you are now. I don't like when people change things. Like when Scotty shaved his beard, I about died. So if you just suddenly grew hair, I might lose my bananas.
What if I
Well, like if I
shaved
go
my
4 days
whole beard?
If
without
you shaved
shaving,
your whole beard, then I can't talk to you for about 4 months.
That's all it takes?
However long it takes to come back.
100%.
Yeah, if you keep it off for longer than that, yeah. Well, I can talk to you, but in my head, you're not you.
Then you wouldn't
So
have a thigh tickler. Your wife wouldn't like you.
Stacy's been waiting for you to do that one.
funny story from our jackass friend here, Mike. So my poor little daughter, who doesn't even cuss,
Your
P.S. because
child.
she is a saint. My baby child.
That's
She's
19.
She's 19, but
She's
she
still a
is a
baby.
Yeah, let's
very
get this
good
right.
little
Let's
girl.
get this right.
Yeah. So she is in hair school, which I think everybody knows. Well, Mike, of course, doesn't need her for the top of his head, so he was wanting to know if she did beard trims, and
It
I
does.
mean, she's like, I don't know how to do beard trims, but I'll try. And he comes in and he, what did you say, Mike?
I
What?
said, she goes, "Oh, what do you need?" I said, "Oh, we need to take a little bit off, but I want to keep my thigh tickler nice and trimmed." And
And she went
the
and died right there.
and the older lady loved every second of it.
Her teacher, yeah,
And
her teacher thought it was
and
funny because they know Savannah and how she's
yeah,
shy.
Yes.
yeah, she kept coming back by and she goes, "Well, how's the tickler coming?"
If you don't name your Jeep the Tickler, now I don't know what. I don't know what. I feel like that should be its name. Is the Tickler?
The
Does
tickler.
it not? Does it not have a name?
No. Not
Dude,
yet.
it's
we
the
go.
Tickler. It is absolutely the Tickler. That is funny shit right there.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
some videos I've seen going up some devil what Hell's Gate. Looked like it was tickling those sides a little.
Yeah.
It was definitely tickling something else as I was quenching my seat.
His seat about disappeared.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get to that later on. That later on.
But yeah, so that is how Mike met my daughter. So we've definitely been laughing for at least the last 2 months about
Yes.
the thigh tickler
Oh,
because
Oh,
she about
easily.
died. She about died.
What?
I was like, honey, you're gonna hear so much random crap,
Well,
especially
let's just
in the
add.
salon chair. Like you're gonna hear. This is a good place for you to learn your poker face because my poker face is on point. The crap I hear.
Well, she takes
Oh.
after you because if I remember correctly, you and I met, and then like 3 months later, it was, I'm so glad we finally met in person.
Yeah.
Okay, so you met me at a show, and I was busy, and was that the first time that you brought your Jeep out? Because
It got
in my
lifted
head,
that day.
It was that morning he
in my
finished up
head,
the
I
lift.
had already met your Jeep somewhere. I don't know, but so then I was not putting two and two together. But also, you were with Audie, and then the next time you weren't with Audie, so I was associating you with being Audie's friend. Does that make sense? And I'm
I'm
terrible
friends.
at names and
Look, I'm
faces.
friends with everybody.
No, I know, but I met you with Audie, so
Hey,
I just kind of
a friend
expected
to
Audie.
all is a friend to none. Just
Yeah,
saying
so
that.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift said that she made a lot of money.
That was one of
Are
her
we quoting
popular
Taylor
songs.
Swift now?
Probably not. We're probably gonna have to
You don't
delete that.
understand our daughter.
We'll probably get We'll probably get sued.
We know Taylor Swift lyrics better than anyone. At this
Yeah, it
house.
does.
That is true.
I'm gonna have to like Google some like sweet Taylor Swift quotes. So when I
See
see
if
her, I
she's
can
got
just like,
anything.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Do it.
Please
And
do.
record it.
I
Record it.
can't wait to hear the stories tomorrow.
Do it. She's gonna come home so
You know
mad.
what Mike
They're gonna
said
be
to
so
me?
funny. You know what Mike said?
yeah, he told me.
Yeah. Actually,
Oh,
he
man.
did. Yeah. He
Yeah,
told me last
he-
night what he was going to
Yeah,
say.
he recorded it and sent it to all of us. It was great. Oh my gosh. Okay, Mike. So you quit your job. Thomas and Stacy, you guys had a busy week. And
We did. We went to Montgomery, Alabama for the it's either pronounced Poosa with like the S is a Z or Poosa, but I think it's more Z.
okay, so like Orange is the New Black, where her name
Like,
was Poosa.
Who say?
Oh my
Poosa.
What's that?
Beep beep.
Somebody take the spelling and put it what it means. Like
Mm-mm.
Look at the Urban Dictionary. POOSA.
do it.
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. Look
I'm
it up,
afraid.
Mike.
Dustin's looking it up. I can see it. Are we, Dustin? Remember, you have to edit this, so be careful what you say because you have to edit yourself.
Okay, so it says Poosa definition Urban Dictionary. 1. Anything and everything you want it to be. And 2. On the body, comma, usually an attractive part. 3.
Who thinks that's attractive on
Hold on.
anybody?
Hold on. Finish
it.
Finish it, Dustin.
3.
Number 3.
The area.
Mike, stickler. Oh, girl.
The area near the genitals, specifically female.
Is that like a fupa? What are they talking about?
I.e., booty / vulva.
So it's the whole
Not
front to back?
Volvo. Yeah. Anything
Interesting.
down in the southern regional area.
It's when you go on an adventure with the thigh tickler. You just take care of all
Yes.
of it.
You just head down there
Wow, we
and
just
you
got canceled.
And you
We just got canceled.
check all of it out.
Absolutely. We got canceled.
So exactly for sure what the definition for the event, but anyway, it deals with Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
Ooh, that would make sense.
Well,
I
that's
don't
what the
want
kids are calling it these days.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is their
Hey.
third annual event.
Show
We were
me your
down there for Friday
Sasquatch.
and Saturday.
That's funny. Okay, so if this gets really big, like in the next 5 or 10 years, this is going to be hilarious.
Well, it was their third annual this year.
Big
Stacy's
hairy
losing
part
it
on your
right now.
body.
It was the biggest one that they've had.
It's the biggest Poosa that you've ever seen.
It was.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, that's so funny. So how many people were in this? We're very, very sorry. We want to come to your event next year. We're not making fun of
Oh
it.
no, we will be there
Yeah,
again
no.
next year.
But we're going to be there, and we're going to have to get shirts.
but seriously though, the awards looked awesome.
I
Like,
know
The awards were
really
amazing. Dustin, you can pull those off of Facebook, or I can send them to you. But
The money
I
is
sent him.
incredible.
What was it?
Stitch would have like placed in the music. Like Stitch would have placed.
the music?
Well, because it's so
Mike
small. So
placed
she said
third.
and 3 of his speakers didn't work.
so the way that
And,
the
yeah.
the category
Only
was
2 of your
broken
speakers
down.
work,
So they had 2 different categories. They had a mod and a pro mod category.
for
So
music.
the mod was 6 speakers or less, and then the mod was anything above that. So basically anything factory and below,
Yeah.
in a sense. But it had to be 6 speakers or less in order to be in the mod category, which Mike had 6 speakers, so he fell in the mod category. Jeremy, on the other hand, because he had more,
Yeah.
he had over 6. He was in
Pro
the
mod.
pro
He's got
mod
like 4
category.
in the bed, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got the 4 in the
Yeah.
He's
bed,
got
the
4
2.
in
Oh,
the
you got
bed.
4?
So, yeah.
I think
He had 2, but then he added 2 more, so he has
or
4.
2 subs under the seat. I think it's 1 sub under the seat, plus the sound bar.
Sound bar and then the
It has
dash
the 4
speakers
speakers in
and
the sound bar, and then of course the dash and the kick panel.
But they don't measure. They don't
They
measure.
didn't. It wasn't.
Oh.
It wasn't like professionally measured. It was. You had 60 seconds to play whatever song, and you had to stop it within that 60 seconds. So as soon as you started, that's when your time started, and then you
But they
you
just
had to
sat in
stop
there
it
and just
before
like,
60
okay,
seconds were up.
whichever one sounds best.
It sounds the best, and they
3
based
judges.
it off of visual on what your setup.
Okay.
Yeah. It was 3
So
judges.
did Jeremy win that and Okay.
No,
No.
Jeremy did not win the sound competition. So
Okay.
Jeremy ended up winning. So they did also a show and shine. There was a no category show and shine on Friday,
Just first, second,
and
third.
he first, second, and third. First place was $250. Second place was I think 200, and third place was 150, and he got first place in that.
Nice.
And
Awesome.
then
How'd
on
you do
Saturday,
how'd you do on the flex ramp competition?
so
Mhm.
I ended up I was the only gladiator.
Right?
There were
I should've
12
came.
total people competed, and I got 6th place overall. After
Wow.
6?
yeah, I got 6.
Sixth? What other
Yeah.
kind of vehicles they had to do it?
JLs, JKs, and
Hold on, wait. Were you against the JLs?
All of it. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Those are
Okay.
like top scoring.
I'm
No
like,
matter what.
excuse me, because you're pretty much one of the flexiest gladiators that I know, minus Hutch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you
There was
mean you're
people
6?
that would do it once and go again and gain like 30 points.
yeah, there was a couple of people that
But
had
that would
been
be
there.
what, 1
They've been there
inch
multiple
is a
times,
point?
and they knew the guys. I'm not.
okay.
And their ramp was a 30-degree ramp.
Yeah.
It looked
a
hot.
30
Which
Yeah,
might
it looked-
actually
yeah.
be
Yeah, it was a
okay
30
if we
degree.
if we made
Yeah.
ours a 30 degree, if we took it apart and made because then it doesn't have to be any longer. Just be taller.
Yeah.
That might be a
That would-
thought.
that
So,
wouldn't be
and if
hard
you
to
go
do.
back and look at some of the pictures,
you got
travel-wise,
up there
I
really
was
far.
right there in the
Yeah.
same. But when you
Right,
calculate
but you
wheelbase,
got a longer wheelbase though. So then
when you
Yeah.
calculate
points, yeah.
wheelbase, it kind of our wheelbase screws over the gladiators because our wheelbase is so much
Well, yeah,
longer.
but I mean that's why like
Yeah.
the TJ
The
screwed over
TJs,
the
that's
JLs.
yeah, that's how I beat Copperhead by like 12 inches, but he beat me by what, 13?
Yeah.
20 points or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so salty.
She
He's
went
lucky I
up
like
the
him
she
and
went
his
up the
wife.
ramp like a foot farther than he did, but he had a shorter wheelbase, so then it don't matter.
Yeah. So Mike ended up winning the he got what, third place for the audio.
Audio and
Yep.
Did they
But
give him like $500 or something crazy, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
for
crazy
all
prize
for all
third
the
place?
categories,
I mean, that makes
third
it
place
worth
was
going.
500, second place was 750,
750.
first place was 1,000.
1,000.
There was 11 categories,
$1,000 for first
thousand
place in the
dollars for first
stereo?
place.
Did they lose money? Did they have enough people to
Yeah, like
make
how
No,
do
money?
next
they
year
even
the
No.
prize money will be more.
how do they even
They're
fund
backed
that?
by the casino there too. They're
Oh.
backed by the
Hell yeah,
casino.
we are. I
Well,
like
We're
that
all
makes
money.
going as a club next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I
doing
Going
like
as a club
Jeremy's
next
talking to him about going to set up for Voodoo, but then
Mhm.
depending on how many spaces they get, if we can get at least 10 to fall under white knuckle, then we'll take up a
Oh, I'm
whole
sure.
Because you
Absolutely.
can
Well,
only
Yeah.
get so many
disclaimer,
spots for a
White
club.
Knuckle
So if we got to
Nation
split the
off
Yeah.
road.
two.
It's not a club.
Yeah, we're not technically a club, so do they
We're not
care?
a club.
No, I already talked to Jeremy about
Okay.
it. No, it's fine.
No. The people. Do you have to be a club? Can we just be a group? Like a
It
Yeah,
can
yeah,
be a
yeah.
group. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
we can do ours as a white knuckle, the group.
as a group. It's fine.
we're a
Not as
nation.
you don't have to fall in. Yeah,
We're
we
nice.
are.
Yeah.
We're misfits.
We
Yeah,
are.
we are.
We are. And everyone hates us, but it's fine.
So it's great.
But they
It's
may
fine.
just be able to do it. They said they would give us a group discount. Like if we had 20 people from Voodoo Go, then they would just give us a discount to all register together as Voodoo.
Okay. Cool.
And then we would all
Together.
be
We'd
lined
all be
up together in our own section of the parking
So
lot.
VIP, get this, was 175. They fed you breakfast.
A dinner?
Alcohol was completely free
Per rig or
all
per person?
weekend.
Per
Exactly.
rig or
Per
No,
rig.
per rig. So per rig, and that was 2 people.
You got
Okay.
two tickets.
Two
That's
VIP
my face right. That's
tickets.
my face right there. Like
Exactly. Your alcohol was completely free.
they're gonna
Food
lose
was
money when we
free.
come.
Yep. So I mean, Jeremy, like it was I was like, why didn't we get VIP for $75 more?
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
know the
we didn't
difference,
know.
and so we got the show and shine package, which was $100 because it was $50 just for general admission anyway.
Sure.
be able
Yeah.
to-
Why not pay the
Yeah.
extra?
So
Yeah.
yeah, so we paid the 150 or the 150 or $100 to get the two. We got 2 tickets. We got a T-shirt. We got in the show and shine, and then we also were able to compete either in the audio or the light show that they had set up there, or pay $25 and you could do them both. Did find out though for Friday show and shine, it wasn't covered under. It was just for Saturdays that we had bought, so we had to pay an additional $25 to be in that Friday show and shine. So it was whatever.
Yeah.
But the overall setup, the prize money was ridiculous, but the way this was their third year doing it, so they're still in their learning phase on
Mhm.
how to do things. Which when we were talking with Jeremy, there's going to be some other discussions, but for them, I think we're going to work on trying to help them with certain things in a sense, because like I said, with the audio competition, it was subjective because there was
Yeah.
no actual meters, there was no actual audio test equipment to determine who had the loudest system, who had, the
The
better
clearest.
bass, the better
Because
all
David's
around.
actually tests clarity, which I think
It
is
does.
also important.
So
Because a lot of them are loud and sound like trash.
So there was, I think, like 6 different judges that were walking around the vehicle. So it was you were judged not just on sound, but you were also judged on your setup
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
sure.
how your equipment looked, how everything looked.
Yeah.
As for the show and shine, there was no criteria at all. So it was again also in a sense subjective. There was no,
Yeah.
there may have been, but we never actually saw any checkpoints.
Sure.
They were walking
And
around with their phones. Does that make
They had
sense?
some criteria or something or checklist on their phone that they were using. I don't know. There was no papers.
Whichever
It
one
was
they
only
like
3
best, pretty
judges.
much.
It was only 3
Yeah. So
judges.
they need to make things more fair and so people don't get butt hurt later as it gets bigger. They're
Yeah.
want to have something more
Yeah.
in stone.
Like a
Like this
checklist.
is
They did
Which I
have
mean, one of the things on the checklist can just be I like it or I don't like it, and it could be an extra 20 points or something. You know what I mean? But it really should, because if
for
not,
the
no one's gonna want to go if they don't know someone, because they're like only their people went. You know how it always is. So I feel like if there's a
Like World of
certain way,
Wheels.
what?
World of Wheels.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, like the checklist.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I'm like, what are you talking about?
So
Like
the
a
categories.
Like the
I'm like,
checklist they
nobody
had at
knows
World of
anybody.
Wheels, so they could go off
Yeah.
the voting list. They gave us the
Yes.
list.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
there was
This
no
is
list
what
or
we're judging on.
Everything.
These
Paint,
5 things or
interior.
whatever. Yes.
Like
Yeah,
they
so
wanted.
because when they walked around, they actually wanted to see not only the exterior, but they also wanted to
Right.
see the inside of your
Interior.
vehicle as well as under the hood.
Yeah.
Which that did, I think, screw me on World of Wheels a little bit,
Oh,
because,
interior and under the hood
Well,
definitely screwed
well, I
me.
mean, all of
not
that was
necessarily
We had our
clean.
interior, 'cause
luggage in
the
mine.
seats were clean, but under the hood, like we didn't do anything under the hood.
Yeah.
And
So
the JL that we bought didn't even come with like the
hood
engine
thing.
cover. Like it didn't
Yeah.
have a factory engine cover.
Yeah,
They
the
quit
newer
putting them
ones
on
don't.
there.
If I would have
Yeah.
kept it shut,
21, I
they
think, was the
wouldn't have
last
been
year
able
they
to
did the
judge
cover.
me on it.
Yes.
So I feel like
Or
I wouldn't have
20
lost
Yeah.
points.
We should have kept it shut.
But the
I know
categories,
better
they
for
had a
next
total
time.
of 11 categories. One was the pro sound. Then they had the mod sound. So pro was your higher end, mod was your lower
Sure.
end for audio. And then let's see. Then they had what was it? They had a light, the pro lights. And I don't know what the criteria or how they determine if you were fell under the pro or the mod category on the lighting.
For the
I
lights.
originally was going to do the light show, but then I was like, yeah, I don't have the setup, and my type of lights are more
Or off road
After
lights.
seeing the
function
pictures from
and
that
not
thing, I
for
mean,
yeah. Oh, some of them were
some of the
pretty
stuff was
crazy.
insane with the
Yeah,
lights.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
And who you would have thought would have won it is not who won it.
Yeah.
Really?
Then they had the mod light category, and then they did have a vintage Jeep category.
So they may be doing like, oh well, Joe is my buddy and he's got
We don't know.
lights, so
We don't know for
But again,
sure
that's why I think
exactly,
it's
but
bigger. The suggestion is probably going to be to be
yeah,
a
I mean
little
there should
bit
be like a
more.
checklist or criteria to
Yeah.
meet, and then
and
What are
then
you looking for? Like
right.
But the
what?
And
crowd,
then
they could
the
also have like crowd favorite or something. You know what I mean?
well, and then for the Jeep show, for the actual show and shine for the Jeep category, because they had a specific pro mod, basically Wrangler JK or a Wrangler section category, and then they had Gladiator category. But the way they differentiated if you were classified as a pro mod or a mod is based on your lift size. So if you were 2.5 and below, you were a mod. Anything
Two.
over that was a pro mod. So even if you had the most basic lift, like unfortunately Mike had to classify as a pro mod because he had a 4-inch lift, but his is like all his is really is just springs and shocks.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like actual aftermarket
Yeah, not
control
like long
arms,
arms
adjustable
or
control arms.
yeah.
So
None of that.
I told Jeremy and Stacy, I was like, you know what? For next year, if it's still based off of height, I'll just get 2.5-inch springs.
Drop them.
Then I'd fall into the mod category instead of the pro mod. But
You'll
yeah,
burn your fenders completely off on the drive down there with your 40s.
Nope. Fun fact.
Fun
I
fact.
ran 40s on a spacer kit.
Did you?
You can't flex, and you can only turn like
well,
this.
look at Jeremy. Jeremy's
Yeah.
running 40s on
He is
his,
running
and
40s,
his
yeah,
is just
that's
the
true.
AEV lift. So it's like a 2.5-inch lift.
I mean, Sylvia had 38s on those 2-inch pucks
Yeah,
for a while.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
had
they had
38s on no pucks for a while. I was fine until I went wheeling, and then I wanted to cry. That day.
So
Or
basically
until
it
you
was
hit a bump on I-65 south and you're like, nah.
oh yeah, like me when I was running the 42s.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
the dreaded,
Without-
the dreaded.
Without
when
the
the tires
gutted
hit the
inner
fenders when you
fenders.
hit a bump in the road.
Yeah, the inner fenders were rubbing bad,
fenders were
especially in the
rubbing.
back on the rear. It was funny because the rear end was weighted down so much that every time I hit a bump, I was
It's
just
like we're
laughing.
running on the side where those like or what's it called? Rumble strips are.
Yeah,
We
the
were just
rumble
like
strips.
rumble
Yeah, the
stripping
rumble
the whole
strips.
day.
But basically,
That's
they
crazy.
had stock category for the Gladiator Wrangler. Then they had the mod, which was 2-inch lift or below, and then for Wrangler Gladiator,
Yeah, I really feel
and
like
then
they
the
ought to
Pro
do
mod.
like the mod for 3.5, and then anything over 3.5 would be the pro mod because
2.5's pretty basic.
2.5 is pretty basic, but like 3.5 you would have to at least do that to I don't know. I feel like
I feel like they need to do it 4 and above because 4 is when you have to start trading out
well I know, but
the other stuff.
not a lot of people offer a 4-inch lift, so it's 3.5 or it's 4.5. You can't just get like a 4-inch.
There's a
You
few
know,
that are out there, but not many.
maybe a
Yeah.
few, but typically they're in 0.5 inches. So 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, whatever it is, right? So 3.5 being the middle, then that and down and that and up.
I know, but
So
3.5,
would
I don't feel like you have to do like you don't have to mess with your drive shaft or all that
Well, you
front.
don't. That's what I mean. That's why I'm
That's
saying
what I'm saying
three
is
and a
that if
half
you have
would
to
be
mess
mod
with that,
because if you do
okay,
that and
okay,
below, then you don't
Yeah.
have to do a
okay,
drive shaft. You don't
okay, that's what I
necessarily have
meant.
to
Okay,
do upper control arms if you don't want.
okay.
Like lower control arms adjustable is
I thought
probably
you
a
were
good plan.
saying up
But
to that.
then
Okay,
if you go
Yeah.
up to 4.5 inches, then you're going to have to do adjustable upper control arms as
sure,
well to keep your geometry the same,
right.
right? You're going to have to do adjustable lower control arms. You could also go to a long arm at that point. I
Well,
mean,
that's
Yeah.
okay.
there's
So
not
I was just
many three and a
misunderstanding
half
what you were
inch
saying.
lift kits that are running long arms that I know of. That's
Uh,
not typically an option.
I'll say Patrick's on like a 2.5 with the, but he's getting ready to do the rest of the stuff. But his whole plan was to be a 2.5-inch lift. Remember?
Yeah.
And then that went right
Well,
out the
now he's
window.
on 16-inch coilovers.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, you big
Like,
fat liar.
so that's out of the window.
That's gone.
But yeah,
Every
It's gone.
time, Sylvia, you don't need height. You need to be low and big tires. And I'm like, okay, nope. And then like
yeah, but
Patrick,
you
are
went to
you
the biggest
serious
lift
right
you could
now?
get with this like 38s, and
So
then you're just growing into it, I guess.
Yeah.
Once you hit
Buy once, cry
44s,
once.
your
Buy
five and a
once, cry
half will
once.
be fine.
It'll be good.
so anything over 3.5 you say is impressive?
No, I'm just saying
No, no, no.
if we're doing a show,
The inch makes the difference.
like yes, Mike.
She caught on.
Every
I knew where you were going.
okay.
I did too.
Dustin, he fits in perfectly. It's great. I don't know how you didn't
But
get it.
but I'm definitely with Dustin on that because like the Metal Cloak 4.5-inch kit comes with everything.
Yeah.
And a
It,
4.5-inch metal cloak kit is more like a 6-inch lift. Those springs are
until you
oh,
put a topper and like 500
Tons
pounds
of
in the
weight on them.
oh, you're
bed
still
and
pretty tall. You're still pretty tall.
You're still taller than you
taller
on
than
a
you.
5 and a oh, boom, roasted.
I have
And
yet to
have a good
see the
night, y'all.
measuring tape.
Have a good
I
night,
have yet
y'all.
to see. We'll prove it, buddy. Got my measuring tape around here somewhere.
He always
Dustin
has a
proved it at
hand.
your birthday party.
I was parked on a slope. That doesn't even count. And I was aired down because it was my birthday.
Air. Let me pull the
New
500 pounds
tradition.
of
Everybody
subs out
air
of the
down
bed.
on your birthday.
Oh, if we're gonna pull out weight, yeah, I'll make Dustin
You
drive
air
forward and put my big
down to
ass in
the
there.
number of your age.
It's time for me to get up for work.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Oh, did you do anything fun this week other than quit your job, Mike?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you do anything fun? Did you do
Wait,
anything fun
what?
this week other than quit your job?
I'm going to Jeeps and Java Saturday.
Oh yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I have to
Since
work.
now I'm not working 7 days a week.
Hot dog. Hot dog.
Hot
And then
diggity.
Dustin, what did we do fun this week? I don't know if it was fun.
Well, this week we really didn't do anything, but this weekend, yeah. So Friday morning they came to remove our existing garage door, which was 7 foot tall, and then we moved the header up to 9 feet for the garage door opening, and then they come and installed the new garage door today, but we still have to cut the brick out.
Oh, you hadn't done the brick
So
yet.
we haven't done the brick yet. We ran out of time.
No, the picture I sent, it's gonna have one more. It's a 5 panel, but you can only see like 3.5 panels, right?
Yeah, there's still another at least foot and a
2
half, 2
foot.
feet to come out of that brick on the front.
Yeah.
So does that
Just
mean
Then
you're
the Goldilocks
Jeep
will fit
for now?
yes, it will fit.
for
No,
now.
it'll fit forever. If it won't fit in a 9-foot opening, then she's not gonna be able to drive under the interstate because
Yeah, monster trucks can drive under the interstate. I think the interstate's like 10 foot.
yeah, when they put the little small tires on, like Obi's picture he sent today,
That was funny.
yeah, they
the
put that and they put them in the trailer. They don't run like the big 60-inch
As long as
tires.
you're under 14 feet 2 inches, you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah, Dustin, except my garage.
Yeah, but
Except my
mine,
garage, you got to be 9 foot.
he has to be under 9
14
foot to get
foot.
in the garage. That's the whole reason we did the garage. Our whole ceiling in the garage is only 13 feet tall. So
16.
no, no.
Oh,
We're
sorry
not-
guys.
We're
I
not
got
doing
air up.
that. We are not doing that.
I got air down so I get in the garage. Hold on.
Yeah.
I know. It could be like Thomas don't have that button to make it go fast. And then
Wait, Thomas.
Wait,
What kind of button do you have to make it go fast?
The air down.
That's on the Patreon, Dustin.
Okay.
which we don't have.
Which
All
we
right.
don't have.
Which we don't have.
It's $5 anyway. It's great.
So in 2028, stay tuned for all our good Patreon stories because it's coming.
I did do a proud moment though. So that is the nitrogen valve stem out of my steering stabilizer that I had to take a little pick and get all the little pieces out of since it got destroyed, and it saved me.
How did you
400
destroy that? You hit it on a
Whenever
rock?
his thing all came loose and he had the death wobble
Oh,
mess.
Yeah, so that was destroyed from Hell's Gate. Because it got flexed so far that it pushed everything back into the drag link, and when
Oh,
it
yeah.
did, it actually made contact.
gotcha.
Oh wow, and broke it.
Yeah. It's just been slowly leaking because that's the front of it.
Yeah, that's a little Schrader.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, so it was actually still intact. The core was intact, but it was slowly leaking.
Could you buy
over
just
time.
that to replace? You could buy just that part.
If you know what you're doing, yes.
Interesting.
So I drilled it out,
Because I don't
and
see very many people being patient enough to do that.
no, it took about.
So I
It took
can't see that being a big seller. I
Yeah.
never thought this. Just give me a whole new one. I'm not doing this.
2 hours with a little like one of those like little dental picks, and
Yeah.
all the threads getting all the brass pieces out.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I guess
Yeah.
since you were talking about
It's still cheaper than buying the new one.
it's true.
Yep.
But I was gonna say, since you just mentioned Hell Gate, how about we jump to why you're here? So who are
Ooh.
Why are you here, Mike?
Ooh. Yeah, so
Because
who are you?
people
Certainly
love
not
me.
us.
Yes. Who are
Certainly
you?
not
Where do you
us.
live? And you have to tell us what your new job is now.
Do you want my blood type and social too?
Yes, please.
And mother's maiden name mainly. And
Mm.
your first pet.
Yeah, and your PIN number.
Yeah. Tell us everything.
And
Oh,
your
I'm broke.
Oh, we're all broke.
Obviously.
We're not
We're
yeah.
all broke.
Yeah.
We're all broke.
Do you
Yeah,
see
the
what we
bank
do?
You-
Do
the
you
bank-
see
the
that?
bank-
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
say
the
you're
bank
broke,
has
but then
the
that's
bank
not
has
a,
very
that's
nice
not a picture
things.
for the background. That's your actual garage, and
Yeah.
none of our garages look
With
like
the
that.
new Tesla? New
Yeah,
Tesla?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lift, and all the
Sell
rooms
out.
for a Tesla and a new
So
lift.
again, I
You
think
can
are
even
you on
walk in between them.
OnlyFans?
Look at that.
Tell us is that the new job, 9 to 5 OnlyFans?
No. That's way too long. I can't last that long. It's more like
Uh,
10 a.m. to like 1 p.m.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Mike is laying pipe now from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for his job.
Very short increments.
Oh my God, you're so
What size
terrible.
shop
That's
is
why
that,
it takes so long.
Mike?
Exactly.
Well, can we find out who he is, where
Wow.
he lives, and what he does first?
Yeah. Sorry. I got
Dustin's
distracted.
having shop envy. It's fine.
I am.
We all are. It's okay.
So my name's Mike. I live here in Bardstown, Kentucky. I do industrial maintenance for a living. Uh, kind of ran into you all here and there, and then it kind of transpired into a great relationship, really,
Yeah.
with all of y'all. Uh, what else would you like? Oh, first pet, I had a boxer pit.
Aw.
Oh,
We
Now we
like
have
boxers.
two shepherds. One's
Mhm.
a German Shepherd Husky mix, and another one is a teacup Australian Shepherd.
really? How big is that?
Like that
Oh,
big.
too funny.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Wow.
So
And he acts like he's on crack.
who's this we that you're talking
Yeah.
about? A mouse in your pocket?
Also, send some pictures of your dogs. We'll insert them
Yeah.
here.
Didn't I send you pictures of my dog? No, I sent you pictures of Jeep, not
Yes.
not of
You
the
sent pictures
dogs.
of Jeep. Yeah, not the dogs, but you can send that too.
Yeah,
Justin's got a lot of pictures. But who lives there with you and your dogs? This is she here? Is she real? Because I'm
she's somewhere.
She's not
I think
real.
I
for the
I think
You,
she's
longest
you
doing
time.
didn't
laundry.
deflate her in the back of the garage, did you?
For the longest time, we never. He always
That
said
was
he
that
was
hissing
married.
sound we were hearing.
Yeah, and I'm like, is she real? Because we've never met her, but we did actually meet her
We did
last
actually meet her
month,
at Second
and
Shake.
she is
Well, we've
incredibly
met her.
sweet.
We
I don't
met
know
her.
how she puts up with you, but she is
Well, Stacy
incredibly
and I met
sweet.
her at the we met her at the at when we did the
Christmas parade.
Freeman Lake Christmas parade.
Or yeah, yep.
It was a Freeman
Okay.
Lake when we went
I
through
was
that.
there.
Yeah, she
Where
was
She
there
never
was she?
too.
she never got
Never
out
got
of
out
the
of a
Jeep.
Jeep. Oh, I didn't either.
Oh,
That's why.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
None of
so
us ever got
so
out of the Jeep as
I
far as I
never actually
know.
saw her
My husband's
breathing.
only got one
I
leg.
just
That's why
saw
I
a
don't get out.
figure sitting in the passenger seat. So
We
and
had a
then
handicap.
we kept
I
asking
didn't tell her
about
to
her every
walk.
time we would see Mike. She would never be around. It's
I
like, oh
know.
yeah, she's busy doing this, busy doing that. Oh,
I'm
I
like, I
did
know
meet
you
her.
can buy pictures online and Photoshop them around, so
I've met
you
her
better
three
be proving.
times because when they were doing the RV show in the convention center, she was
Oh, yes,
there.
we missed that too. Yeah,
So yep,
she's very sweet though.
she was there.
Yeah.
And then we actually got to meet her and talk to her.
Yeah, for like a real time
Yeah,
at
Yeah.
Jeff's
it
thing. Yeah,
was
at the
a
Gen Right
little over
thing.
a week ago.
Yeah, that was fun.
Well,
It
by
was
the
Yeah,
such
time
a
this
good
exactly.
airs, it'll
turnout.
be 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
So
still don't know
and the
for
reason why
sure if
she
they're really married, though. We think that she's paid for.
Yes.
she might be.
That anybody
Does
anybody
she?
can
Is
get
she
one of
wearing
those.
one?
Anybody can get one of those.
I
It's
hope
probably
so.
like
That damn
a.
look, I hope so because that damn thing cost a lot. A lot. So
Oh goodness. Okay, so tell us about your what is your rig other than big and black?
oh no, no.
Compensate.
Wow.
Anyways,
We can't say that on YouTube. But anyway, go ahead.
so how this ended up in this garage. So about 3 years ago, uh, me and Lane were laying in bed and
Whoa, whoa,
we're
whoa! We can't talk about
Yeah,
that.
you
Yeah, we
were.
also can't talk about
Okay,
that.
so skip past that part.
whoa, whoa.
Let's get back
And
to
then somehow you talked her
So
into it, right?
no, she talked me into it.
Oh,
So yeah, see y'all.
okay. Carry on.
So
We were
That
dirty
time
minded.
killer
That's
thing,
all right. Stacy
So-
chased
Yeah.
after me,
Oh,
so I
we
understand.
forgot about that.
So we were laying in bed and Cross posted a Max Tow 2020 all black, completely stock. I mean, plastic running boards, everything. And she goes, babe, this is what you're looking for, right? You want the Max Tow, you want the cold weather package, you want the safety package, you want everything. I said, yep, that's exactly what I want. And she goes, cool. We're going tomorrow. You're going to go get it. Because I drove an old second gen Cummins and third transmission later, yada yada yada. So went and got it at 32,000 miles, and now she's on 40s with a 4.5 inch mail cloak, Apex 2.5 ton steering, reed knuckles, 538s, and everything to support it.
So what you're saying is you had a second gen Cummins that you put 3 transmissions in, and then you decided to buy another Chrysler product.
Bingo.
All right.
But
Okay.
this one
Just
has
asking.
been coast to coast without a single issue.
Don't say that. That's bad news.
You got any wood around there you can knock out real quick?
Except for the
Yeah.
Schrader valve on the stabilizer.
Yes.
Except
But that was my doing.
That
That was my
was
doing.
his fault. That wasn't.
Yeah.
it still doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's still broke. It's okay.
I mean,
It wasn't
it's
like your cam failure,
$8.
Thomas.
$8. Yeah.
We're not talking about my cams today. There, Dustin. We're
Oh
talking.
yeah.
We're
I'm
talking
sorry.
about.
We're not. We'll just look past that. It's fine.
That was a 96,000 miles when that finally happened.
I'm at 96,000 miles right now.
Tick, 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 tick.
Literally.
Listen for that tick,
All
tick,
right.
tick,
Yeah,
tick,
yeah. I was
tick,
gonna say, listen for the ticket sound anytime now.
tick, 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 tick,
Yeah.
tick.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It actually, I'm about to pull spark plugs and do the 100,000 mile service on it.
Yeah.
So, yep. But yeah, it's been
Make sure to
coast to
put some
coast.
anti-seize on those dudes when you put it back in.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than going click. Oh, now we got to take everything off to get to it.
No.
Yep.
We're gonna ignore all of that right now. Forget-
Anyhow,
forget
yeah,
what I
we're,
said.
we're
Yeah.
not talking.
So
We're not
what-
talking about all that.
So tell us about your suspension and like your wheels and tires setup and any other mod
Cool
that
crap.
yeah, all your cool crap. Tell us more.
Oh gosh. So we got roof racks, front and rear. So I got the patties, they're 40s. Probably gonna switch to maybe some Mickeys. Maybe. Hey, it's up in the air right now. Kind of can't decide.
You gotta call the guy from Discount Tires.
Yep.
The Let's guy.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
he's
Kyle.
had many
Yeah.
conversations with Kyle already.
You should go with
Oh,
the
yeah.
Maxxis
Kyle and Dominic know him
sticky
very well.
42s.
Yeah, Max
So
is-
I might go with 42s. I'm kind of on the fence because I can clear 42s. Not
Yeah.
full
What?
not full tilt, but
Right.
those are
Are
my
you on
dirty
44s?
lights.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm going to put my non-bead locks will have all terrains or patties, one of the two. But then my bead locks will have my off-road. So either Mickey's or maybe some TSL stickies, Airco stickies.
Yeah, there you go.
Everything is on the table because they will not be on road.
So what is your what's your suspension and like your axle setup and stuff right now?
4.5-inch metal cloak, 1-inch spacer front and rear to compensate for the weight.
Sure.
Long arm or
Wheels
no?
are just. So I have talked to Will. We might be doing a long arm here soon.
Okay.
Nice.
So you're on the mid arm now then? Just
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, just
Will's
mid-arm.
amazing. He's a great guy.
He's a good dude.
As far
Love
as
you, Will.
wheels, they're as far as wheels, they're just cheapo rock tricks off Amazon to see if that would
Dude,
ride better
Rock
than the
Tricks
bead
makes
locks.
some good wheels. We had those on her old Jeep. We bought
Oh,
them
my
on
Oh, they
Amazon.
ride. Yeah, they ride
it was a
great.
set of 5, and it was like $800 or something for a set of 5, and they balanced out good and they rode good. Like they're not
Yeah.
bead
They're
locks,
fun.
but and they
Yeah,
look
and see
decent.
these.
They're fun.
Yeah, and these don't
Yeah.
matter because these are going to be strictly on road.
Right, yeah. So who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
So are you just a Dana 44 front and rear?
Yeah, yeah. With so I got the RCV axles and then reed
Mhm.
knuckles, Dynatrack ball joints. I mean, everything minus trussing and gussing it has been
Mhm.
done. So
Nice.
now I'm on the fence of do I go to Super 60 or do I just truss it?
Well, I mean, right now mine's just trust and Gus.
Super 60.
But yeah, I mean, I'm still whenever I'm trailing, I'm like, please don't bounce, please don't bounce, please don't
Yeah,
bounce.
if you
on the
decide to go to
42s,
42s,
if you decide to
you're
go to 42s,
probably gonna want to.
You're gonna have to
break,
do
you're
60.
gonna be breaking stuff like that.
What gears? Well, plus the gears that you're gonna need are gonna be so
538s.
tiny. Well, I
Yeah.
know. Is that what you have in there right now?
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what he
it
has
was
in
right
there
now.
right now. they're they're
So
they're
your
like
opinion thing
they're like
is
that
like,
size right there. They're tiny.
Yeah.
They're the size
yeah,
of a
you
light
need,
bulb.
you need a bigger axle.
Your pinion is like a walnut,
Yeah.
and your ring
But-
gear is.
So if you do 42s, that's going to be sketchy. But again, I'm also
Brilliant.
kind of the run it till you break it and then replace it?
Yeah. I mean, there is
Stop.
that.
If you look there in the corner, those are 54s.
Nice.
Oh, those tires.
So
What were those on?
Both those puppies on there.
No, he's
those
gonna give them
are
to me.
those
No, he's
weigh
not.
about 400 pounds of tire.
No,
Whoa.
really?
Those are the military XZLs 54s.
Do you even have to air those up, or is the whole thing just one giant piece of rubber?
No, they're mounted and aired up.
I'm
Okay.
just joking. Like
Like-
run flat. Like one
mean,
giant piece of rubber,
Somebody
no
makes
air.
Well,
some
as hard as
solid
the
rub-
sidewall
somebody
is, if you
makes
throw it
some
on the
solid rubber
Gladiator.
tires out there somewhere.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so
What did you?
and,
What are those go on? I mean, other than like
uh
military tank or trucks.
they're mounted on 8x6.5. So anything, if they clear, they'll bolt up.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but what do you have them in your shop for?
Yeah,
That's
why
the
do you
question.
have them? For shits
Because
and giggles?
they were going to go on the Cummins.
Nice.
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 Yeah,
We're
nothing
gonna have to
that's
And
eventually.
that's why it had 3 transmissions go out.
That's what I was gonna say. That
Yeah.
okay, so one of these days I at least want to see you bolt them up to the that'd be so funny.
Well, he don't have
Don't
an 8
move
by
it because you'll tear
6.5
off
bolt pattern.
everything.
So there's that.
He can get spacers. I'm sure
Let's
he
say
can.
spacers.
Yeah, but
He
those are
can-
$200 or more a piece.
And
You know what? That's he's
That's
doing
gonna
it for
cost
the
him
gram.
$1,000 just to bolt
He-
them up.
He's doing it
That's
for the
all
gram.
right.
It'll be worth
Send them
it.
back. Send them back.
this
Send
ain't no
them back.
whistling
Amazon.
Dixie.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah,
Amazon takes
Amazon.
everything
No,
back.
these don't fit actually. I'm gonna send these back. It's fine.
So what sparked your like off-road interest?
Oh,
Like,
ever
did you
since I was a
off-road?
kid. Yeah, ever since I was a kid, we've always been four-wheeling, and we had an old CJ5, no floorboards in it that you could just take out. So
Yeah,
it was just one of
that's
those
fun.
like, yeah, I mean, growing up, it's always was,
What are you
oh, who's got the, like I had a single cab short bed Chevrolet truck on 35s. Then I went to 37s, and it was like, oh, I'm hooked. We're done.
Yeah. Some lockout
Yes,
hubs
please.
and good to go.
That's awesome. So you kind of went from wheeling in the pasture to driving all the way out across country.
No, no.
That was for our honeymoon.
Ooh, tell us more.
Hmm.
So we went on a
Is it
16
Palladium?
day,
18 days.
6,800-mile trip
And that.
in that.
Mm-hmm. And what did you
Left
see?
out. Oh gosh, we went everywhere. So we tried to stay on Route 66 as much as possible. Fun fact, Route 66 is not maintained like they say it is.
Good thing you have a Jeep.
Neither
It
is
was-
Interstate 65. If you've ever been on
That is
that.
true.
It's true.
Yeah. So we took Route 66 all the way out, and our end spot was Yosemite. So we jumped on Route 66 at the Arch at St. Louis and went up in the Arch and started there and just kept going. And of course, we did Moab while we were out there as well. We went to the Grand Canyon. We went to Vegas. Went up Pikes Peak.
Oh,
I mean,
awesome.
we saw if it was within a couple hours of the route, we were stopping. It didn't matter.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
But
sounds like a
it
fun trip.
was, oh man, it was awesome. I highly, highly suggest taking a trip out like that.
We plan on it for sure.
Yeah, and if you plan it right and you take your time, so we only drove like 4 to 5 hours a day. So it was
Oh,
great. So if we
you
saw
went
something
to-
cool, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to ask about Pikes Peak. When you went up Pikes Peak, did you do the same is that the same road that they do the Pikes Peak race on?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
One way up, one way down.
Yep.
Yeah,
We've
okay.
been up and down Pikes Peak multiple times when we were stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado.
Yeah.
Because it's literally not even
I've seen hundreds of
minutes.
videos out
Yeah.
there. It's freaking cool.
So the wild part about Pikes Peak is, and Sylvia, I sent you the video of it. So when we were
I
going
sent it
up,
to you, Dustin.
Okay.
the park ranger said, "Hey, we're getting really bad weather coming in. hurry up and get up there and get back down because they were shutting it down. Like we were one of the last people up there. 60-mile-per-hour winds, freezing rain, freezing
Jeez.
snow, but it was like 60 degrees down at the bottom of the mountain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long way up there.
It's over 14,000 feet. It's like 14,500, I think it is, or something like that. Somewhere around
something like
there.
that, yeah. And of course, as soon as you're going up, you're like, "Oh man, this is great." And I mean, you're
Shorts and a
grabbing
t-shirt,
gears.
and then
Yeah.
when you get to the top, it's minus 10 degrees.
Oh man, it was everything was iced over, everything was blowing, and you couldn't see nothing. I mean, you're in the clouds.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as we're starting to come down, you could see the weather actually coming in.
Yeah, you can
And
watch it.
yeah, and I was like, "Babe, we gotta get going off this mountain." So here I am smoking the brakes because my brakes they overheated twice coming down.
Really?
Yeah. So I had to put the big brake kit on once we got back home because I couldn't
Oh.
hardly stop.
Yeah.
It glazed everything
Yeah,
over.
they get too hot. And
Yeah,
glaze over,
they have a checkpoint. At the checkpoint, they actually, before you finish going down the mountain, they actually do a temperature check on your brakes. If they're too hot, they will make you stop until they
Really?
cool down. Yep.
What's the pitch again, or the grade, or whatever?
It's
How
crazy.
It
steep is
varies.
It's a
It varies.
switchback all the way down.
Yeah, it's a big switchback.
But it's got some really, really steep. You're talking 15, 20 degree grade,
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
as
curious.
level
Okay.
as 5 degrees, 10 degrees. But yeah, it's a constant.
Now
Now,
there's a
since is the pavement mainly dry? I mean, is it like
Well, it changes. It goes from pavement to rock.
yeah. No,
This is
not no
the
more. They
top.
paved it.
Is it
This
paved
is
all
the
at the
top.
top
I
now?
don't know if
Paved
you can
now,
see
yeah.
it of Pikes Peak.
oh yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
us.
It's,
Yeah, Stacy, you can send it to Dustin if he
I'll
wants
send
to.
it to that. But that's the overlook of Pikes Peak.
But that was
Yeah.
back in 2007, 12?
No, 12.
No, was it 12 when we
That's
were
when I
at,
posted this, August 7th, 2012.
okay,
The boys were little. It was right after we got there.
let's see. I was trying to
No, it
think.
was
Oh yeah,
before
that's
that.
right.
Yeah,
No, it was before that.
that was before that.
It was way before that. You may have posted the picture then, but no, we were there. We got there in 2006 to 2008 whenever I left for recruiting.
Yeah, so it was probably around 2007.
I was in 7th grade.
All right,
All
I'm
right,
out.
and
God,
that will
how
do it for the
old are you?
podcast.
I was
We'll
gonna
talk to
say-
y'all later.
Wait, how old are you? You're like,
A baby.
are you
12?
what, 30?
32
Are you old enough
Okay.
to drink yet?
Yeah, barely. Okay.
from a nipple.
Whoa. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
But it is all paved now.
Okay.
And there's like a little walk around up there.
Mhm.
Of course, we got out of the Jeep to try to take some pictures, and the whole time we were just getting blown sideways.
Wow,
And
yeah.
so we actually drove from Pikes Peak straight home, straight
No, you
through.
didn't.
Wow.
Swear to God.
Really?
No wonder your
Oh,
brakes
wow.
didn't work. You didn't
20
even give them a chance.
You had to give them that long to cool off.
28
Didn't
hours.
hit the brakes once.
He didn't touch them at all.
Were you just like so freaked out from it? You're like, fuck this, we're just going home right now. Just bring me home.
No, so they got 14 inches of snow that day at Manitou Springs, right there
Manitou
at Pikes
Springs.
Peak. Yeah.
Manitou Springs.
And of course, so everyone knows weather, it travels west to
Yep.
east.
You got to beat
So,
it.
Yeah.
yep.
Gotta
So
beat
we
it
just
up.
so we just kept going.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I was going
crazy.
55, you're going 65. Done.
Stop it. Max.
More like 60 because I was trying to save on fuel.
Right, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're in a Jeep. You're not saving nothing.
You're not saving.
No.
You could do
Unfortunately.
40 or you could do 80 and you're getting the same gas mileage. It don't matter. Especially on 40s.
Did we talk about the Moab part? I mean, I know we talked a little bit about
Not yet.
yeah. So
Not yet.
we have to back up then because you took us to the end of your trip and you forgot the beginning of your trip.
That's my ADHD. We gotta bounce around and have some
I'm
fun.
like, wait, I'm waiting for. Okay, go ahead. So then
She
I
could
thought
care
my
less. So look,
ADHD,
my
I thought that I missed
Sylvia,
it.
she could care less about everything else. She wants to know Moab.
So
Go.
Moab
Oh, that's why I
is
have to rewatch these because I forget.
so Moab is the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh
The
no.
whole the whole town is
What
all
is it?
off-road.
Thank God I was wearing pants today. That landed in my that landed in my lap, and that would have stopped.
And your plus
and,
what was that
Am I
town
doing
called?
okay?
Poosa,
Poosa.
your Poosa was showing.
Fine. Not a bra, but I got this blanket so nobody can see anything. Fine.
She's got her
A day.
Poosa.
It's my day off. Leave me alone.
New favorite word. It's a Poosa Fest.
Yep, it's a Poosa fest.
Oh my
All
God, that's what
right.
it's called, was Poosa Fest. Stop.
Poosa Jeep
Poosa
Fest.
Jeep Fest.
Did you guys? I hope you all got some shirts.
Stacy got
We
some
got
shirts.
one.
Stacy
Yeah.
went back to try and get that shirt, and they were already packing up.
They're already packing up.
Oh,
We can make yours.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh, that's funny.
So
Anyway, go ahead,
I
Mike. Sorry,
We're
came
gonna
to
make
Poosa
one
Jeep Fest.
for Mike that says my favorite Jeep Fest is Poosa Jeep Fest.
I mean you can
Okay.
leave you can make like the Jeep really small.
Yeah.
Right over the nipples.
Or like I said, I came to Poosa Jeep Fest.
I came at
Yeah.
I came at Poosa Jeep Fest.
there you go.
We are so getting sued.
Moab. Anyways, so you went to Moab.
This is what happens when you have ADHD and then more ADHD.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what are we
So
even talking about.
I think
We're talking
we're
about
Moab.
Moab.
was it. I'm not.
Moab.
I feel like I missed it.
so
So what happened
Moab
in
is
Moab, Mike?
So you left Poosa Jeep
Mike's like,
Fest.
shut up, let me talk. Let me talk.
So you left Poosa Jeep Fest, and then you went to Moab.
Yeah. With his new wife on their honeymoon. So,
Yes, with his new wife on their honeymoon after Poosa Jeep Fest.
all right, go ahead. We're sorry.
We're
We're
sorry.
right.
Carry
We're
on.
not
people.
really sorry, but go ahead.
so
Reel it in. Reel
You
it
asked
in.
for this, Mike. You asked for it.
Don't anybody
I-
look at anybody else. It'll be fine.
look, I'm just trying to not get deleted.
Oh
No,
no.
Too
we're
late.
already
We can edit.
deleted.
Too late.
Oh,
We've got
I
like
was
3
Yeah.
people that watch this thing.
Yeah, if
It's
we haven't
fine.
already been deleted, it's fine. We might
I
just
was
be down to
laugh-
one
Especially
one
the work I
follower,
had
but
to do last week.
well, I was laughing because
that
you all were
comes out
like,
even spicy tonight.
Did you watch last
oh,
week's, Mike?
I did.
I watched
No.
bits and pieces of it. It was
Oh,
pretty
no.
good.
You need to finish it.
Oh, I need to finish it at Poosa Jeep Fest.
At
Yeah,
Poosa.
at Poosa.
You need to. I got
We gotta
finished
finish
off
that.
at Poosa Jeep Fest.
Well, when you said
Moab.
so,
Moab.
Moab is the coolest thing we have ever done. So as soon as you drive into town, it's just all off-road rigs, and probably the coolest thing is like all the off-road rigs you see on YouTube, like the big diesel 4-door flatbed, dually, Timmy and Timmy's hot tub. He's just out driving
Yeah.
around, just like nonchalant. So it's kind of cool where all these years of seeing all these guys, and then you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, like it's awesome. And then everything there is off-road. So every restaurant, everything, it's like heaven. You just walk in and you're like, oh my God, this is awesome.
So is there
So we,
just like trailheads everywhere too? That's kind of what I envision. Is
yes,
that you're just like
yes,
driving down the road and you're like, let's go this one.
yeah, yeah.
That makes me
So
happy.
there's a bunch of maps, and off the main highway, you'll see like random parking lots with trailers. And you're like, what the hell? And then you look at the map and you're like, oh, that's a trail. And it'll link up with another trail. And then it'll link up with another trail. So you could just go all day.
And you're out there for
Uh,
6 weeks, and you're like, wait, I need some food and some water
And a tent
and a
and a
tent.
bathroom.
Yeah.
So we stayed at Canvas over Moab or Canvas under Moab, something like that. But it's a tent that they have set up and everything. It's real nice. Big king bed, shower, bathroom,
Like a
everything.
TP tent, like what, or one of those, like, you know what I'm
Kind of,
talking
yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Uh,
what they're called. Yurts or something. A yurt, is that right?
something like that. But you have running water. You have no electric though, so you have like little lanterns and whatnot,
Mhm.
and you have a fireplace that you can obviously fire up and everything. So it was kind of cool. Uh, it was real nice. Got to watch sunrise. Now we were only there for 2 days. Uh, so I told her, I said, look, we'll unload the Jeep, minus everything that we might need while we're on the trail, and we're getting started early in the morning. Um, and of course, we ended up getting breakfast and everything, and got out like 10 a.m. But
Noon.
still, yeah.
It's fine.
Uh,
It's fine.
so we did Hell's Revenge first, and we pulled up, and all I see is a bunch of razors and a couple guys in some stock Jeeps and Rubicon and Raptors, Broncos. I saw 2 Raptor Broncos, and I was like, damn, okay. Uh, guy pulled up in a stock Gladiator, and I said, hey, I'm gonna follow you because I am like I'm like a 5 days from home. So if you can make it, I can make it. Uh, and of course he was a local. He was like, oh, I'll go
All
anywhere.
right,
Yeah.
bring
So
it, idiot.
yeah. So he had some
He's like, okay.
red label BFGs.
Nice.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah,
so I
on his
admit,
daily driver because he only goes like 10 feet from home. It's fine.
yeah, and everyone there 4 psi, like you'll go through town and all you'll see all the Jeeps just doing this through town because everyone's aired down. Uh, so I didn't air down until like halfway through the day.
Mm,
I was actually impressed because I wanted to see how far I could go on the Red Rock.
right.
I got to one spot that was I think it was like 30 or 40 degrees, but it was a switch over and then back up, and I couldn't manipulate it. It wouldn't grab. So I aired down to 4 psi, and it never even once chirped a tire.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe
Wow.
it.
So
So
how
we
does it? Is it really? It's really hot there, right? So do your tires like melt or anything?
oh I don't know. I'm fat, so I went in October.
Oh, that's a good plan too, because I don't like to sweat either.
Yeah, October it was 68 degrees.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's
That's nice
amazing.
weather.
It's
Uh,
ideal weather.
Because I
yes.
just feel like if your tires were all like bloppy, like
You're out there in August. It's
flat,
like
then they might
120
melt.
degrees.
They won't melt. I
They're
wouldn't
gonna
say
melt.
that. Because you're going to heat the absolute piss out of those tires trying to get up some of the obstacles.
Hmm.
Like to the point where you're going to like touch your tire and it's just going to go because it's
Yeah,
gotten so hot.
and sticky. That's what I was curious.
Yeah.
It'd be icky.
So there was 2 parts where I had to do that to get up. Uh, Hell's Gate was I didn't have to, but it got really hairy really fast. So we pulled around the front of the entrance to the trailhead. I'm like, oh my God, babe, it's Hell's Revenge. I've seen so many people roll on this. I want to do that. And she just looked at me.
Fun fact here. Uh, vulcanized rubber, which is what tires are made out of, melting point is 280 to 392 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right, so we should be okay ish.
So if your tires are melting at 280 degrees, your skin has already melted off way before that.
That's like a volcano.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
Interesting.
it is Red Rock out there. So it's kind of like,
It's kind of like a volcano,
yeah,
old
it's like
volcano.
sandpaper. It's crazy. I've never experienced it before. It was awesome.
Hmm.
Uh, but anyway, so we got to the trailhead
And she
and
asked if you got life insurance, only being married for 2 days.
oh, uh, she looked at me and she goes, let me out of this thing. And because I don't, so the going down on the Hell's Gate is way worse than coming back up.
Oh, I'm
Way
sure.
worse.
Yeah, going down always sucks worse.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So she got out and walked over to where everybody was standing because there's like a whole group of people watching people go up this thing. And I asked them, I said, hey, how many gladiators come up this? And they're like, oh, gladiators aren't bad. You just got to stay in this one particular spot.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
And don't
oh,
don't
okay.
mess it up.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. And she goes, babe, we have to drive this back. I said, yeah, that's why I'm not going to roll it. And she goes, well, what if you do roll it? Well, they make plane tickets. So,
Insurance.
yeah.
We're gonna
Uh,
drag it out to the road and say we dodged a deer in the desert.
yeah.
I
So,
dodged an armadillo.
A
so
deer
I
fell out of
started,
the sky right on top of my Jeep.
Yeah, in the middle of the desert. It's fine.
It's a
Oh.
tornado. Hey, look, there's a
So,
cow.
Hey, look, there's a cow.
hey, we almost saw one last night.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So she got out and I start going down. And going down, there's 3 spots that just articulate the absolute piss out of this thing. And about the third one, I just let off the brake because I was like, if I hit the brake now, it's probably going to try to scoot backwards on the side. So I finally got down there and I'm like, well, uh, I have to go out now. There's no, there's no side turn. There's no nothing. So of course, when you start going up, all you see is sky. That's it. And you have to kind of like glance over and see where you're at. So I start going up the side, and there's one spot that has like a 4-foot divot, and that's where everybody rolls. And I start going, and
You
you'll
feel
see the you'll see the passenger rear tire start to scoot down. Well, as soon as it starts to scoot down, everything just went like this, and
Mhm.
Oh.
I just remember going, shit, and then it went thud. So I have bed sliders on the back of the Jeep right before the bumper, and they stick down and stick out about 2 or 3 inches. That hit the side of the rock, and as soon as it did, it
Wow.
rocked the Jeep. It rocked it back down,
It
and I was
saved you.
like, "Yeah, oh, if those weren't there, I would have gone over 100% because the whole Jeep picked up and then scooted down off the wall." And I go, "Okay, now that I've a hole in my seat and I've
now
sent
that I've
two,
soiled myself.
yeah." I said, let's turn
And what
all the
you're
way
saying
driver.
is 3 inches saved your life.
Exactly.
That's
So,
Was Lady so mad at you, but then so happy that you were alive that they wanted to kill you for scaring her?
everybody collectively went, as it's in the video. It's hilarious. And then it just crawled right up and out. And I'm like,
Yeah,
all
I'll
right,
throw the
that was
video. I'll
fun.
throw the video in here.
Oh gosh. Because you have that's a crazy rig.
Yeah, that looks like a super
Is.
Look at that.
That scared me. I thought he was gonna flip. I thought he was gonna
No, no, you're good. Just, I'll be quiet.
Oh, you're not look.
He's gonna slip in that hole.
That was terrifying. Where does it have lockers?
Up, up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah, you definitely need to
There's
clip it in
yeah.
there.
yeah,
Because I don't
it's
even
a
think I've
wild
actually
one.
seen. I've seen the pictures, but I don't think I've actually seen the video.
You sent it
Oh,
to me
it's
earlier. I
wild.
haven't had a chance to watch
Yeah,
it
I
yet.
said I sent it whenever Mike sent them to me. But
So after that, we got back on the main trail and went and got a beer.
Take that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
taking a break, and we're going to
Back to
Colorado
Route
now.
66 we go.
We're going to
yeah.
Colorado.
So what was your favorite trail out there? Like whenever we go, what is one we have to do?
You would
Not that
probably
one.
Oh, I mean, I'm
uh,
absolutely doing that one.
100%.
Absolutely
oh
doing
yeah,
that one.
yeah, you have
I'll
I'm
get
gonna
out
give
the
me I'm gonna get
video.
me some of those. What do you call them? Bed grappler. I'm gonna get whatever he had. Those little 3-inch things, just to be
Sylvia's
Oh,
gonna
the
have Sylvia's gonna have little boobs
training
sticking
wheels.
out. It's gonna be connected to the rock rails, and then Dustin's gonna go, hold on a minute before you go up. He's gonna pull them out. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
like slide them out.
he's gonna have little
No,
booms hanging out.
I should get those
Curb
things that they put
feelers.
on the back of those race cars. Those really what are they called? Drag cars. So
Willy
I can't
bars.
flip
Wheelie
over.
bars?
bars?
Willy
Yeah.
bars.
Oh my
She said
gosh.
sideways wheelie
But on the
bars.
side, yeah, like I
Yeah.
need them to point like this,
That's
like
that's what I
outwards,
was
like
saying.
Those are
Booms,
training
like training
wheels.
wheels. Like training wheels.
It's my first day, guys.
mind your business, Mike. Mind your business.
We can go to
So
Walmart and pick some of those up later. Both of your fenders.
So funny.
That'll be funny.
so
Oh, I
Oh my
can just
God.
see it now. Oh, we so need to do that, Dustin. We need to next wheeling
like
trip.
like the
We go when we
like
go
the
on the
sticky
Weeds
tire
Wheeling
video.
trip.
Remember?
You need
Don't
well,
forget
but
about
right
that.
before we
Oh
go on
God.
Widowmaker, you need to. Dustin's gonna go. Hold on a minute, Mark and
I
Jen. He's gonna
Yeah.
put Sylvia's training wheels on.
oh
we could
shit.
probably weld them to like chip clips or something and clip them on my fenders really fast.
Wait, just put them on magnets.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Well, no, my shit's not
Her
magnetic.
your fenders
My-
are.
Are
Yeah,
they?
Yeah,
Are they?
your inner
I guess they
fenders.
are.
Yeah,
your inner
Okay.
you
or
can
your
literally
outers.
either or. Yeah, you just go
Yeah.
Or
click.
rock? Put them on the rock rails.
It's
Even
so
better.
funny.
Even better.
Stick them on
Order
the side of the
those
rock
on
rails.
the next order for you get from Walmart. Order some training wheels.
Yeah,
So-
it's gonna be
so
fun.
still-
So back to you, Mike.
Yeah.
So steel bender is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Do not recommend in a gladiator.
Ooh.
Yes, lots of 3-point turns where you'll come up to you have to go up a hill, but then as soon as you go up, it's a switchback.
Mm.
So it's a lot of up, then back up and procure this angle, and then try to hit it.
Like Alabama.
Oh, I'm used to that,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
We do a lot of that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Usually just
but-
in mud. So this will be interesting not having to.
Did you do
Well,
cliffhanger while you're out there?
Oh yeah, that's
did
one I
not.
really
We
want
were going to go do top of the world,
Yeah.
but we didn't have enough time.
Oh, gotcha.
We
I mean, you could spend months out there and
not do
not
all
even
of it.
not even scratch the surface.
No.
Yeah.
You'd have to pick and
Uh,
choose the ones that you really wanted to do.
Yeah, we would
Like,
have
map
to
it out
we're gonna
real
have to
good.
really plan it and then figure
Yeah.
out one how
I think
long
what
we're actually
all
gonna
gonna have
go
to do is everybody pick like a trail, because otherwise, you know what I mean? Like if we at least do if you got to choose one trail, then put it in you know what I mean?
Hell's Revenge is a great I want to get a feel for this trail.
Mhm.
Especially the main trail, because it's not difficult, but it gives you an idea of what your limitations are on rock. So you don't get in a precarious situation. And you're like, great. How am I? And see, we were by ourselves.
Oh.
We'd
I know.
run into people here and there, but
That's the first
nothing.
rule of Wheeling Club. It's the second rule of Wheeling Club. The first rule is, we don't talk about it. But the second is don't wheel alone. The second is you don't wheel alone, sir.
Well, I had enough. So I got a land anchor. I have enough strapping, enough rigging equipment that even if we did get stuck in a rock, I could have literally drilled into the rock and put an anchor and pulled myself out.
hammer
That
drill.
is something, that is something that's very interesting to me, is how they just have like
Tie points.
anchor. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I don't know if it was Will that told me that, but I didn't know. I just knew there was no damn trees, so you better figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you make your own
Well,
anchor
I will
point.
not pack any tree savers when I go. I'm
Don't
not
need
Yeah,
taking
to.
we did do a lookout ride. That was pretty cool. It's mostly gravel and whatnot, but it's looking over the Colorado River.
Oh, nice.
It
Oh,
was it was cool as hell.
Yeah.
And everything out there is clean. Like, soon as you get past, say, like Kansas and like New Mexico area, like that
it's pretty
line,
clean.
all the water you could see through. All the
Wow.
creeks. Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
mean it's beautiful, beautiful.
Because they don't have
We
all the
went to
mud.
No.
And because
no,
they don't have all the people. Like, I feel like we're so
Oh,
much more people congested east versus, well, I mean, California, but that don't count. Nobody talks about California. But
now California though, Yosemite, seeing the big sequoias, 120-foot sequoia trees, and uh,
the redwoods and all that.
now we didn't see no redwoods. We saw three redwoods, but they were on the ground. They weren't
Oh,
standing. We
that's
didn't go
sad.
north.
Did you see
Uh,
Yogi Bear out there?
no, but I did see a Sasquatch sign.
Oh,
A little
It's
how
poosy.
about some
you
picnic
saw the
baskets?
Poosa.
no, it said literally beware of Sasquatch. There has been multiple sightings crossing here. So
Interesting.
I'll send you the picture. It's on Pikes Peak. It's at Pikes Peak on the way up.
All right.
I mean, I guess if
Yeah.
I was a Sasquatch, that's where I'd be. No, but I'd be and then I guess he's a Yeti in the winter with the snow.
Yes.
Yes, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's his winter coat.
That's when he moves south or moves north for the winter.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Now
yeah,
He just
east,
changes
Flagstaff
his coat.
northeast for
He
the
would
winter.
move south for the winter.
No, he moves
now
northeast for the winter. I was
northeast.
thinking because most animals move south for the winter, but not
Not
He
Sasquatch.
Yeti.
He's
goes
opposite.
he goes
Yeah,
up.
he goes up
Yeah.
To be a
Now
Yeti.
to be a
yeah,
Yeti
to
for
be a
the winter.
Yeti. Now Flagstaff, Arizona does not require air conditioning in their buildings.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, is right because I
so was
was
yeah. Oh,
I, yeah. We stayed at Airbnb and I'll go, oh man, it's hot in here. And I go, where's the thermostat at? So I'm like, all right, well, I'll look outside and there's no condenser unit nowhere. I'm like, okay, that's odd. Let me go ask the lady up front at it was like a little village thing. And she goes, oh yeah, we're not required to have
oh, I was
AC.
gonna say. So you look stupid.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
ma'am. Where's the air conditioning?
Yeah. And
If
then
I'm
we
a slightly
stay.
bigger guy, I need AC.
Yeah. Yeah.
The local
So
Walmart might have one. You just got to go pick up a window unit.
yeah. So we opened up all the
Dustin don't like being
windows.
hot either.
No, I get angry.
No, what I get boob sweat. You know how angry that is? I'm just saying that I feel your freaking pain. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
But
I'd rather
we
be
went
cold. You
to
can put jackets on. You can't take skin off.
Yep.
I'm the
let's
opposite. It doesn't matter how much I put on, I'm still gonna freeze.
I'll cuddle you. You'll be warm.
Yeah, there's something
No,
wrong with him.
Yeah.
I'd still freeze.
His thigh tickler will keep you warm.
Oh yeah.
Stacy.
I told you I was spicy. Thomas.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
Anyway, go ahead with your air conditioning.
Uh,
We
so
have
we
20
opened up.
minutes till you have to leave.
So we
You
opened
gotta
up
go to
all
work
the.
soon.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Fire me?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, Barbie?
There's that.
So
Hey, this may be your bigger break. It'll be fine.
Oh, good.
so we opened up
And you
all the
gotta get your
windows.
Jeep down off the lift where you drive to work.
He's taking the Tesla.
The Tessie. So we opened up all the windows, and there's a door that has like a little like rod thing on it that you can like keep it propped open. And I was like, oh, okay, that's odd, but okay. And she goes, we're not gonna shut it. I'm like, why? Wait,
No.
you worried or something? And she goes, babe, we're we're around a bunch of people. And I'm like, and we have a bunch of guns here. Like, I don't see what the problem is. So we ended up
Be good.
closing it, and
You
it
sweat to
was
death.
it was not a good night.
And you lost 10 pounds that night from sweat. It's like sleeping,
Yeah.
like running in trash bags in the middle of summer.
Well, and speaking of, so we took a couple pistols with us on our trip, because I looked at all the gun laws and everything. So we went to Hoover Dam. Hoover Dam is federal property. So when you get to Hoover
Yep.
Dam, it's like a full checkpoint, everything. So she looked at me, she's like, "Oh my God, what do we do?" I'm like,
You shut up.
I'm like, well,
Don't
I'm like,
act suspicious.
yeah,
Don't act suspicious.
yeah. So the guy walks up, he's like,
Why
"Hey
lie?
man, you got anything that you shouldn't have?" I'm like, "No." And he goes, "All right, well, I need to open up your cases." So I got two rifle cases up top, one on each side. So he takes a magnet. He's like, "Well, hell, you ain't got nothing in these cases." I said, "I
Definitely not.
know," because I wanted to say, yeah, because they're in the bed covered with all of our stuff.
But
But
I mean,
an old,
honestly, what are you supposed to do if you're traveling and you have your
Yeah.
guns with you? What are you supposed to do? Go hide them under a fucking tree
Yeah.
and hope
yeah,
that it's there when you get back?
yeah, no.
Much.
No,
But there was an older guy in
not
front of
doing that.
us.
That's like going through Maryland. Just try to get in and out as fast as possible. Just
Yeah.
don't nobody do nothing
That's
illegal.
what she said.
Don't even talk on the radio. Just get the hell through this stupid state.
Pretty much
So
what we did.
Pretty much exactly what we
so
did.
we were in line, and the guy in front of us, he goes, "Yeah, I have to declare I got like four rifles in the bed of my truck." And they immediately go, they reached in, took his keys out of his ignition, and go, "Sir, please don't move." And they waved me around him, and I'm like, "Well, I ain't saying shit."
I'll say straight
Yeah.
about shit.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
We'll have to edit this whole part out of the podcast so they don't hunt you down.
Right.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, when Stacy and I did a trip up into Maryland, Maine,
Yeah.
Connecticut, or not Maine, but up through Connecticut and New
New
York. This is the way I had mine.
Yeah.
Literally, this here was in the truck bed, and
Yep.
this here was under in the lock case
Well,
in my
Yeah.
floorboard.
Yep.
So what's funny is, so that's a 9 millimeter that holds 9. So I was like, I want to take, I want to take something that's 10 rounds. I didn't realize I had two 30-round sticks in my glove box for
That's
my
all right.
Glock.
I went all the way through with the 17 with the 15 round and a 25 round.
Yeah. She opened up the glove box like on the way home, and she goes, "Babe, did you forget something?" I'm like, "Oh." That would have been
Nope.
bad in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
Freaking liberals.
But everyone in California was awesome. I didn't meet any, and I think it's because I was like way out in the boons from everybody.
Yes.
But everybody there outside of Yosemite was like cool as a fan. I mean, they were like,
Nice.
The further
and
west you go, the worse off. The further east and north
yeah,
and south, it's a lot better.
but there's no flavored tobacco.
Oh,
So
not even vanilla, nothing.
no wintergreen, no mint. That goes
No,
for
no
chewing
menthol
tobacco.
lights.
No menthol, no nothing.
Plain
Uh,
old, just plain Jane.
yep, yep. Because I ran out
Is
of
it
dip
all
when,
long cut too, or do they at
Get
least
some
some
give
red
you
man.
short?
Copenhagen,
Straight up red man.
some Copenhagen
yeah.
red
So
can.
so I ran out of dip,
Red
and I was
man long
like,
cut.
yeah,
Oh, that
I was
shit's
just
so
like,
good.
oh,
So good.
God.
Like some Levi
Uh,
Garrett. Dude, you can't go wrong with some
well,
Levi Garrett. I'm
well,
just
I asked the
saying.
lady at the gas station. I said, "Oh, y'all don't have no grizzly wintergreen?" And she goes, "No, but you might be able to find it down the street. You have to ask for it." And I said, "Down the street and ask for it." So I didn't like catch on. So I go to the other gas station that was like, uh,
Down
it
the
was,
street.
yeah, I mean, it was a rough gas station. And I said, "Man, do y'all got any wintergreen? Like I'm from Kentucky." And he goes, "Yeah, I might have one or two cans back here." and he it was so dry. Like it was like hidden for like 3 years. And I was like, oh God, this is gonna be horrible. But
Do you have to give like a
uh,
special code or handshake or some kind of
uh well, I was kind of surprised when
a
it was
wink
like
wink?
$10 a can.
Oh, jeez.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh no, how much we pay for fuel that day?
That
We
probably should
paid
have been the day you quit.
no.
It probably was
Uh
because he had the dried out wintergreen. He's like, I can't even taste this anymore, so it ain't worth it.
I think we paid like $7 or $8 a gallon for fuel out there.
I believe it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I believe it.
And
Savannah, it's down here.
what, my thigh tickler?
Yes. No, her phone is going off like
Mike's thigh tickler is down here.
she's never coming down again.
She- she's gonna be like,
quit-
your
quit
appointment's
taking
canceled.
it.
She's been practicing her throat chopping.
Judy,
Oh,
chop.
massage,
Can you-
right?
can
She's
y'all
gonna be
hear
like,
that?
no, this is a new massage, and she chokes you out. And then as you pass out, she'll cut your beard. You'll just wake up quietly.
In the
That
back of the
sounds
ambulance.
amazing. Oh,
Like a
I
nice
was-
nap.
Get a nap and a freak and a cut. Hell
And
yeah.
a free
Yeah.
cut. Like, dang.
I saw a meme not too long ago was where they had like two guys like strapped to a wall, and the one guy looks down and goes, "This is awkward."
Oh my gosh.
Maybe over there.
Snip that part out of the.
All right. Anyways.
Awkward.
But the trip was amazing. We had a great time. We would definitely
And
spend
you're still
more
married, so it
time.
must have went good.
Hey,
As far as we know, anyway.
All right.
she's still around.
All right.
I
I
just,
did see her earlier, so I believe you.
I think it was
I-
just a quick picture, like when you had
Yeah.
when Dustin was in the garage and you just had the picture up with
Right.
Dustin in his goggles.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
funny.
I gotta keep her happy somehow. That's why she's got a Tesla.
Right. So we know that
I mean,
you
people are
realized that.
burning their Teslas now because they're mad that Elon Musk cut people's taxes
Yeah.
and found all the
Okay,
extra Social
but
Security money.
so
And they're
I
pissed
I
at
know.
him about
So
it.
hopefully your insurance doesn't go up. But I've seen what's. So I mean, I guess that they're being like they're trying to break stuff, but they're not really trying to break it, like vandalizing, because they're spray painting the windshields. They realize that all you gotta do is take a razor blade and just like if I'm gonna
Yeah, but at the same
vandalize
time-
your stuff,
At the
I'm
same
gonna
time,
vandalize your stuff.
some people are lighting
So-
them on fire along with the charging stations and all that other stuff. So
But again, who cares? He's already been paid for them. That's super stupid. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
I mean, that's
you have went out to like Moab and stuff like that, but have you done any wheeling like over here? Anything around here that you like or don't like or Have you
We
gotta-
went to Blue Holler one time.
oh, that's muddy.
Yeah, and patties are not very good in clay. So
You know, my patties did well there, and so did Scotty's.
mine did not.
Except
all.
on this one, the Rock Hill. It did not do well there, but nobody did well
waterfall?
that day.
The Gladiators still, especially his, is a heck of a lot heavier.
oh yeah, they're way heavier. So
Yeah. And it just turned into slicks. No matter how much I tried
Yeah.
to spin it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So by the
Except
time we
mine
got,
wouldn't throw the mud off that day for some reason. Like I could
Yeah.
not get
Yeah,
onto
I
it.
mean, same
Yeah.
deal.
But that was the day that everyone got stuck in the parking lot. If that tells you how bad it was. So it didn't matter what wheels and tires you had going. No
We
one
took
would-
off that day, like from the
Uh,
parking lot down the hill and up around to get to the trail, and like going back out that hill, like 3 people got stuck.
yeah.
It
And
was
that's the real
nasty.
and that's the real reason why I want to do like a separate set, because I want to get to where I can buy a
go through all
sticky.
that.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
We're gonna go full extreme and go. Oh, I'm not gonna have a problem. And then once
Yeah.
I get back home or throw it on the trailer or whatnot, I can go. Okay,
Yeah.
now we got all terrains.
Yeah,
Who cares?
Yep.
Now we're going back to daily driver mode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seriously thinking about throwing the 37s back on since I have them, just to drive around town.
I mean,
Yeah, I
seriously,
mean, yeah.
May as
And
well.
I might drop down
save
to a
your money.
37 for off-road
Hey, we
just to
do
get
have
a little
those.
bit more
We do
clearance.
have those 31s in the back for yours, Sylvia.
No, thank you, honey. I don't care about gas mileage. I don't care about all that crap. So
You're
Hell,
gonna
Well, I'm
care
just
when you
I'm not
gotta
thinking, I'm
about
just
buy.
20.
thinking of
You
more
gotta
so
buy
wearing the
another three
tires out.
thousand dollars worth of tires because yours are shot.
Yeah, I'm just thinking tire wear,
Yeah,
keeping down on that.
Exactly. And that's what I was thinking too.
yeah. She said like 2 weeks ago, she's like, I feel like mine are like half tread anymore. Like, well, yeah, because you got
I've
15,
been.
20,000 miles on them
I do
already.
not have that many. Anyway, ever since we were at Pennsylvania and I actually made my tires smoke, I've been paranoid about my tires being
That tire smoke
gone.
didn't do anything for the. I
Well,
mean,
now
that
that you told me that, I don't.
that wore nothing off your tires.
Well, now that you told me that, I don't think that my tires look as I've been
I
worried
told you
about them
your
ever since
tires
then.
smoked, and now you think they're less
No,
tread.
since you told me, no, since you told me that the tires smoke didn't make my tires smaller,
It
and
didn't.
I
What?
haven't. I know that I haven't been worried about it because I'm like, it must have just been in my head because they look fine. I was afraid that I like used too much of the like an eraser.
All right, let's do this.
You
Like
know
I
how
This
was
just
much
afraid
made
you
that
no
I
would
got
have
them
to
sense.
too.
smoke your
Right.
tire, spin the tires
No, I don't know.
to
I've
to
never.
to
That
burn
was the
that
first
much of
time
the
I
rubber off?
ever. That was the
My
first time
brain
I ever did it,
hurts.
and they smelled so. They smoked so much that I was nervous that
Obviously,
I
never
burnt.
did
They
burnouts
they
as a
did not
kid.
smoke that much.
They
So when
barely
I was
smoked. Like you
when
could
we were in
barely breathe
Moab,
in the cars when we were doing burnouts. And I was
so
like,
we we were in
it's
Moab
like,
trying to go up a hill, and I had all four boiling off, and she goes, "Babe, you're smoking like horrible." I said, "What are you talking about?" Because I was in first gear low. I had it shifted. And I'm like, I'm just heating the tires up. It was all the oil coming out of the catch can.
Oh,
oh,
Because I
worse.
was like, what are you talking about? And then it goes clock, 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 clock. I'm like, oh gosh.
yeah, because you were so much of an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that
And
sucks.
I looked down, it was like 74 degrees on the dash. I was like, oh, we are like tipping point almost.
Mm-mm. That's
Damn.
crazy.
That's almost straight up.
A
So, are
few
you?
degrees.
Yeah. Is there any places that you wanna that's like on your list right now, like that you want to go next?
Land in between the lakes. I want to do Black Mountain. I want to go Black Mountain for about a week. Um, go Black Mountain and do their Black Diamond Trail.
Hmm.
It's it's 40s, lockers, and you better take recovery gear.
And the
That's my one I
lion's
want to go
den.
do. Yes. Yeah.
You're gonna
You're
take
you're definitely
that.
losing those
You're
lights in that
losing your
roof rack with
entire.
that
You're
thing.
losing
The
all
whole
that.
back half of
Actually,
your Gladiator is going to be shot.
well, and his windshield. You won't have anything.
I was gonna
That's why.
say that
That's
that
why.
windshield
That's
frame
why I
ain't
haven't
making
been
it in
there
that
yet. It's
drop
because
in the
my
drop in.
it's I'm too tall, and it will destroy your whole. What's that? The frame of your.
Like the A frame, like the A pillars and whatnot.
You may even the go around is bad. You may reevaluate that one. Just the lion's den, or
Well,
you can. Well, I can't even say go up it because you're not going to fit.
There was a guy in a Toyota that couldn't make it without destroying his bed.
Yeah.
oh really?
You rip the
Yeah.
whole bed off. Yeah, both sides.
I mean, the only people that make it like fold their windshield down, they have full roll cage, and they just like scrape the
They
entire
literally scrape
cage
the
like
cage
as they're
around
dropping
the.
in.
Yeah,
Mm,
It's
that
pretty
would be
It's
gnarly.
something that
just
you would want to do on a basically a buggy
A
build
buggy,
type.
because
yeah.
yeah.
even if you went around the left on that tree is going to
Off
get
Road and Chill has a really good video of when they went
That's
and
where the
did it.
Toyota got
Yeah,
slammed.
where the Toyota got stuck.
his whole rear end fell off. Yeah, like all of
Yeah.
it. Tailgate, both sides of his tail light. Didn't he get the front too?
I can't.
I can't
I can't
remember.
remember.
The whole thing. He didn't care. So I
So
mean,
Yeah.
what
he didn't
so what I'm
care.
hearing is take the side by side for Lion's Den and then do
Yes.
everything else in the Jeep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
Black Mountain
Yes.
might have some really awesome trails. Other than that, I'm just
Not that one.
Lion's Den is it's
Not
not.
only are you too tall, but you're too long too.
I've never heard that
So
before.
That's what she said.
you're too big. You're too big. You won't fit. But no, yeah, that's on our list too. Like Harlan, Black Mountain area. I mean, I would love to try Lion's Den, but I just know that I would literally have to replace my whole Jeep because it's gonna all get broke off.
Time for an upgrade.
Yeah, well, once I get a roll cage, maybe because then
We can't afford upgrades, Mike.
and my
We can barely afford the damn Jeep as it is.
it's the insurance. The insurance is eating me alive, but it's fine. So
I
yeah,
pay
I can't be broken.
$32 a month.
For your car insurance.
What?
Yep.
How?
Hell,
I
her
just sent you the
Tesla's
video, Mike.
hell, her Tesla's only like $100.
Yeah.
Insurance?
Yeah.
All right, well, you need to send it to your insurance company.
Must
Yeah.
be nice. I have two girls that keep totaling out cars. One's a 19-year-old, and
And one's the older one.
Our car
One's the
insurance
older
is
one.
more than our house payment.
Our insurance
We
is
pay
more than
almost
Per month.
$1,500 a month in car insurance.
Well, hold on. I'm pulling it up now just to verify. So I have six autos on this policy, and it's $308 a month.
Well, you're obviously good drivers, which we don't have around here.
Yeah, I need to know what your insurance company is. 'Cause Stacy
Yeah,
and I have
because we
nothing
have
on our
really
record.
good drivers, and ours is more than that.
We have my Jeep, Stacy's Jeep, the Kia, and the Dodge.
And the Dodge.
Yeah. So
That
I
being
You
in
still
have.
have
Dodge.
insurance on the
$600.
Dodge?
And we're
That
was-
hasn't
$600
been
You
a
have
moved
month.
in
to.
years.
Shut up,
Yeah,
Dustin. We're
have
not talking
to.
about the Dodge.
Yeah, don't talk
Hey,
about
it's
the
still
Dodge.
registered. It still
Put a
runs. It still works.
transmission.
Just
Start
start calling it
hey.
the Hemi. The Hemi.
Start
The
a
Hemi?
chat and call it transmission for the Dodge, like Brandon did for the TJ.
Yeah.
And then we'll just
Yeah.
come over and put a transmission in that dude.
Yeah, well,
And that can be your crawler hauler. You just have to buy a
Hey,
trailer, and you can pull the Gladiator with the Dodge. We already talked about this.
I know we have.
We're going to sell it. We're just selling
You
them.
could get a transmission from Pull Apart for like $200 for that deal. Like,
Okay. So it's $67 a month for full coverage on the Gladiator. The motorcycle is
ask him. This
17.
is gonna make me mad.
Yeah.
there
The
is no
motor.
way you pay $67.
Do you do dirty things to your insurance
Yeah.
agent?
What do you got,
Yeah.
the general, dude?
He
Like,
does.
what is this?
Yeah. Yeah. So her Tesla is $128.
Who's
What's
your
your
agent?
deductible?
All right.
$10,000
He has a $10,000 deductible.
Oh, I can't have that. We actually do wreck. We use our deductible sometimes. Mine's like $250, and I'm like done.
Let's see here.
$37 a month for full
He
coverage on a Gladiator.
probably really doesn't have insurance. It's probably a scam.
That's just a text message that he just showed us. It's fine.
It's like, have you used your insurance yet?
Yeah, he's paying.
Is
He
it
doesn't have
real?
It's,
He really doesn't. That'd be
did
so
you,
Did you
did
get
you
that
meet
car
this guy
insurance
behind the
from
corner
Temu?
and he said,
because he can't
"Come
tell
here,
us who is it?
I got an insurance deal for you."
He's like, I don't know. It's in like
It was one of those
Pakistani or
robocall
something.
insurance companies.
Yeah,
He just happened to
I can't-
answer it.
I can't pronounce the
Like
name.
what? Full coverage for $33 a month? Sure.
It's
I'll
Abu
take it.
Dhabi insurance.
So my deductible is $500.
That's what ours is.
Oh,
Comprehensive
you're gonna
coverage.
tell us who is it
Yeah.
to?
What's your
Who's your
company?
insurance?
It's State Farm.
No, it's not, dude. No way. All right.
Who's your insurance
Well,
agent?
hey,
Send us your
send it-
agent's
Is your mom-
Send
information.
us
your
your
mom a
agent's
State Farm
information,
agent?
please.
Is your mom a State Farm agent?
See? State Farm, good evening. $308.
Is
Six
it
autos.
Jake? Is it Jake from State Farm?
Jake, use Jake.
Khakis.
It is Bob Horton.
Bob
Horton?
Horton.
Bob
Are you
Porter.
sure?
Here's a who.
I've
It's
heard
like,
that
here's
movie.
a
Or
who.
here's a who, yeah.
Yeah, help me, Bob. My insurance is terrible.
All right, I'm calling Bob in the morning and be like, dude, I don't know what you got, Mike, but you need to
I
get me
want
that
what he's
hookup.
got.
Yeah, I want what I'll
I
have
want
what
his
he's
hookup.
having.
Whatever he's doing to you, we will do the same. Give
Yes.
us the
Yeah,
hookup.
Whatever Mike
Dustin
does
has
to
a beard.
you,
Dustin has a beard.
I know Mike's got that epic thigh
I
tickler,
got the
but
baby face.
yeah.
Yeah, you're out.
We
You're
can
out.
glue some on, Thomas. We'll glue it on.
Here,
I'll get a
we
hold of
got you.
Max.
Yeah.
I'll shave Max
that-
and put his
is that
fur
the-
on my beard.
Is that the thigh whips? That's an
Yeah.
upgrade.
Yeah.
But yes, they take very great care of me.
You
It
take
sounds
care,
like
care
it.
of them, I'm sure.
Or it's the other way around, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
That's
so
a
late for work now.
that's a mutual take care of each other benefit
Anyways.
type deal. But yeah.
Yeah, and now, so we're gonna have to close this up because Mike is gonna be late for work, and he's not
gotta
concerned
go
about
to
being fired, but still.
Yeah.
But,
He doesn't
so
care.
is there anything? Yeah, is there anything coming up this week? I know Jeeps and Java. We don't
That's
have a
it.
meet. Yeah,
That's
Dow
it.
Dynamics had canceled theirs
Yeah.
until August, which
They
it's
say
on
why?
because
the
of the
weather,
weather.
honey.
It's
Yeah.
It's
supposed
gonna
to
get
be
really
bad
bad
all
there.
week.
Yeah.
We're all looking for new jobs, so we're good.
I'm not.
Wednesday's supposed to be bad.
Yeah,
Wednesday's
Wednesday's supposed to be
maybe
bad, and the
worse.
weekend's supposed to be bad
They
too.
said it's supposed to maybe be worse than it was last night.
Yeah.
And
Well, last night was
and that's
nothing, so it's fine.
last night was bad
There
in
was
Bardstown.
tornadoes near us.
We have to
It-
go and remove our shed.
Oh yeah.
You really?
So yeah. So
It moved our shed.
yeah, I just happened to look
Yeah,
outside
Dustin,
this morning, and
shit.
one of the doors were wide open, and I was like, "Oh crap!" Nothing actually got really wet inside, but yeah, the door's not closing all the way now. And then I started looking where you piece it together. It's separated.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we
So
had
I'm
a
gonna have to
tarp.
take
crazy.
everything
We
out
had a
and push it
tarp
back
for a
together.
Yeah, we
garage
had a
door
tarp,
last night,
and ours
and it
did.
didn't
Ours
move
was
an
fine,
inch. There's not
surprisingly.
even a drop of water inside. And like,
As soon as we got home, got unloaded, Thomas got the ramp out and the pedestal out. We walked outside and our trash can goes flying. And I
Stacy
catch
catches
it. I catch it and I'm like, get the Jeep in. And then the snow shovel goes flying towards Kathy's car and falls. And he starts backing in. And I'm like trying to drag the trash can. I mean, it was straight line winds. It was like everything
Wow.
was being
Yeah, it
sucked
literally
off.
just instantly everything was blowing sideways, left and
Yes.
right. So
Yeah.
basically kind of north and south. And then then it started pouring down rain.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
it was.
I mean, it happened quick.
The rain wasn't coming down. It was literally just blowing sideways.
sideways.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
I was like,
I was
"Oh, great.
walking.
We're got a
I was
tornado now."
walking in. Yeah, I was walking into work, and Thomas texted me, and he goes, tornado." And I sent him a video. I'm like, I'm watching it. So there was a funnel cloud that went straight through Bardstown, like
Yeah.
straight through Bardstown.
Yeah,
And
there was
I'm
one
like,
It
that
was
went
like
through
4
Radcliffe.
Yeah, they said it was like 4
Yeah.
miles, or it went like 7 miles or something, and I forgot how wide they said it
Yeah.
was.
It started in one touchdown in Ronnieville, not too far from us last night.
Did you guys see? Yeah, where that girl got picked up in her car and dumped upside down in her car in like Hardensburg,
No,
which is I think just a little. Yeah,
nuts.
she was
Well,
like driving on her car, and it picked her up and threw her ass upside down. Her face is all scratched up, and she had some bruises. But other than that, she was fine.
Yeah, well, right as we
So-
were stopping at the light to pull in our neighborhood, we were hearing the sirens going off when
Yeah.
we got in. But yeah, I
Someone
text Mike
died
and
in
said, "Hunker
Nelson."
down, Mike." I said, "Hunker down."
Someone died.
yeah,
What?
someone drove into a pond.
I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah,
Is that what
What?
happened? They drove into it on accident.
yeah, but
Yeah.
he was 65 feet offshore. So
Did he keep going? Like, did he keep the pedal down on purpose?
I mean, you wouldn't keep the pedal down. You'd have to hydroplane that far. But even then, you still wouldn't hydroplane that far.
not 65 feet out. I mean, that's a
No.
ways.
That's why I think it went.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It picked him
Torn-
up.
something
picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's really sad then.
yeah, that's what I think.
That's more
Oh.
likely what happened. He
Yeah.
got
Well,
Was he
it was an
old?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, but it was an SUV, so that's why I think it
They
kind of
couldn't
got
get the
picked up.
windows down to get
Well,
out or anything, I guess.
well, I mean, I know that
Yeah.
they said that someone called it in that they saw taillights in the pond,
Yep.
but obviously it wasn't fast enough.
No, because at that point you have to wait. You'll never get a door open,
No.
and then
As soon as you
most
start
time,
going,
like,
you got to get the windows down to let the pressure like equalize or whatever.
yeah,
Like, let it fill up.
yeah, and if your electric system fries or anything like that
Yeah.
and pops
You
your fuses, your windows
can't
are
get
The
shot.
TJ will be
So
okay.
windows
You
are
can just
shot.
roll it down.
you still want to be able to
Well, you
crank
have
it.
to get you have to carry one of those punches to bust out the window, let it
Yeah.
fill up with
Why
water
couldn't you
before
roll
can.
down to TJ? TJ wouldn't you just
You
like
could
this?
you could roll down a TJ window. It's just a crank down window.
You don't think the crank would break?
Because the
I think
pressure,
I think the crank would break.
Maybe
the pressure
it
pushing
may,
on the glass.
but that's why they tell you to keep one of those glass breaker things in your
Yeah,
in
who
your
has one of
car.
those in their car? Raise your hand.
Thomas does.
Of course,
I
Thomas
do.
does. No, I know, but is that going to work underwater?
Yeah,
Why not?
Yeah.
it'll shoot
Yeah.
underwater.
It'll only take one.
And even if it doesn't take one, I'll still figure it out.
Well, I'll bang it with the barrel, I guess.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Anyway,
If you had a gun,
anyways,
why
Mike
would you
has to
hit
go
it
So
with
now
fire?
now that we're sad about this poor guy dying, but yeah,
Yeah.
same place, same
it,
time
yeah,
next week.
it was fun
Oh.
having you on, Mike.
I got one other thing that I just it just popped in my head. Just because a friend of mine, today's her official retirement date for the army. Like she's officially a civilian. Well, today makes 1 year that I'm officially a civilian.
It is.
Oh,
It's been
congratulations.
1 year,
Yeah, yeah,
One whole year.
that's so
one whole
crazy.
year. So
That
now
he
now I
doesn't
gotta
have a
grow up.
job.
I
No
got
job.
I got a year of playtime.
Now
Now
you
it's
gotta
Now I
time
gotta
to
grow up.
apply.
now you
He's
gotta grow up.
retired. Why does he have to get
Mike, I'm
another
gonna
job?
come work for you.
Hey,
He put
take
his
home
time in.
truck. Take home truck.
See?
You can do it.
Go,
In
Thomas.
the
Day
army,
shift.
apparently he
Either that
doesn't
or
have
I'll
time to
work with
retire.
Dustin. I need a job.
I'm sorry.
They're laying off people.
Yeah,
You do not want to work with
can't
us.
help you there right now.
Hey, I would turn my time card in on time.
I know that would probably
without
make you better than
questioning.
half
Yeah,
of them.
you'd be one of very few that do that actually, which is
Hey,
crazy to me.
I would.
You can go
My
cut
time
hair.
card would actually be turned in early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just turn it in the whole week, like Monday morning, 8 a.m.
You're like, how can
Wait,
you
what?
approve? How do you know you're gonna work, Dustin? You know me.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
You know
It's me.
I'm gonna do it.
I know I am.
Like no, I'm
I'll
not
even
doing
have
that.
on there the time that I'm not gonna be there
Exactly.
because I'm
Exactly.
gonna be out on an appointment. I already
Right.
got my appointments and everything.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny.
So yeah. All right,
That's-
Mike, you need to get ready to go to work.
Yeah.
Well, I will keep you all updated about my appointment tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Savannah will too.
100%.
I'll probably get a text.
Yeah.
I'll probably get an angry text.
We'll insert the text here.
Yes.
That'll be funny.
Last time I was
Oh.
texting Sylvia while she was cutting my beard before she could even text her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, too funny.
Oh my God. It's too
All right.
much. All right. Well, have a good night.
All right,
at work.
everybody.
Yeah.
Have a good
And,
day.
yeah,
Have a good
Bye.
night.
Same time, same place next week. We'll see you
Like,
guys.
subscribe.
All right, bye.
Bye.